Let's open the book on this. Today in Hartford, a Spanish bank acquires the largest Connecticut-based lender, Webster Bank, in a massive $12.3 billion deal.
All right, let's set the stage for this one. I'm Garrett.
And I'm Leah. Welcome to Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett, here in Hartford. Okay, here we go from the top. First up, we have some serious news from Arizona. Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, is missing. Nancy, who is 84 and the mother of Today Show host Savannah Guthrie, disappeared from her Tucson home. There were signs of forced entry and blood found at the scene, which is, honestly, quite concerning.
That's pretty wild, right? Despite all these signs, there have been no ransom demands. It really highlights how crucial community involvement is to solve cases like this.
Totally. Authorities are urging anyone with information to come forward. They've even set up a tip and are offering a reward. Real talk, it's important we help each other out in times like these.
All right, let's roll on to our next topic. This one's about a Connecticut man named Michael Barnes. Michael, from Wallingford, was rearrested just 30 minutes after posting bond. He was initially charged with assaulting an elderly victim and then violated his bond conditions by contacting the victim.
Here's where it gets really interesting. It really highlights issues with how bond conditions are enforced. I mean, how does someone get rearrested so quickly?
Yeah, that's a puzzle to me too. It's like the system seems to have some gaps that need fixing, right?
Exactly. The system has to do better at protecting victims. Let's hope this sparks some needed changes. Okay, let's move on. Next up, we have a story about a man from Rhode Island who was arrested for a 2025 liquor store burglary in Connecticut. Troy Stone, the man in question, was charged after a methodical investigation. He was involved in a burglary at Ledyard Town Spirits, and it seems like he had quite a method to bypass alarms.
That's a curveball. The way he bypassed the alarms is something to chew on, huh? It's impressive in a strange way, but props to the investigators for catching up with him.
Let's keep this going. Next up, Garrett, what's happening with the banking scene?
Here we go, next one. Banco Santander, a big Spanish bank, is acquiring Webster Financial Corp., the parent company of Webster Bank, right here in Connecticut. This deal, worth $12.3 billion, makes Santander the largest bank here by deposit market share. It's part of a bigger trend of consolidation in the banking industry.
That's a story worth telling. I wonder how this will impact local customers. Service changes and all that. It's kind of a big deal for our local economy.
All right, on to the next. Last up, Leah, what's the buzz with UConn's women's basketball?
Here's where we go next. UConn's women's basketball team is on fire this season. They're aiming for an undefeated season, led by Sarah Strong and Azzy Fudd. Despite losing some key players, they've maintained their dominance. Next up is a game against DePaul, and they're not taking anything for granted.
I'm all about that perspective. The way they've handled leadership changes and kept their focus is impressive. It's a solid point that past success doesn't guarantee future wins, right?
And that's where we'll leave it for now. That's it for today's edition of Laid Back Local, the news of the day with Leah and Garrett from Hartford.
Thanks for tuning in, and see you tomorrow for more news. Stay curious.